Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for this PicuP webinar. My name is Zali Ridholtz, and I'm a co-founder of PicuP, and I look forward to talking to you a little bit about PicuP today. The topics will include, we'll first start a little bit talking about PicuP, what it is, who it's meant for, and what features and functionalities you could get from it. Then we'll actually go ahead and jump into PicuP and actually do a live demo of it and show you how to sign up and how to use some of the features and functionalities in it. And then last but not least, we'll jump over and do a quick QA section of PicuP. But before I begin and talk a little bit about that, I just want to tell you a little bit how excited I am actually about PicuP in general. We have a lot of excitement going on the team from our users. They're all reaching out to us, telling us how much they love PicuP and the like, and we're getting a lot of great feedback. Feedback includes, what functions, features, and functionalities they're looking for, as well as some issues that they're having. And that feedback is what makes PicuP PicuP. So we very much look forward to continuing to hear your feedback, because that's how we define our roadmap. The more we hear from you, the better we can know what you're looking for and develop that way. So once again, thank you so much for keeping in touch with us, and we ask you to continue to be in touch with us, as that will help us succeed and give you the product that you're looking for. So before I begin, once again, just to repeat the agenda one more time for anybody who's joining now. First, we're going to start off and do a very, very brief description of what PicuP is, what it actually is, and tell you who it's meant for, who should actually sign up for PicuP and use PicuP. Then I'll tell you why you should use PicuP, how it's going to benefit your business. We'll go over a demo of PicuP. We'll log into PicuP and sign up for an account and see it in action. And then we'll finalize off with a Q&A section. I believe you should have on your screens a question section where you could go ahead and fill in questions. So please type in your questions so we could review it at the end and see if we could answer some of your questions. Of course, you always could reach out to us afterwards. As I said, we really value your feedback. So let's begin. First of all, what is PicuP? PicuP is a cloud-based inbound phone service for businesses, for small businesses. What PicuP gives you the ability to do is to get a professional unique business phone number. So you could choose of the state of your choice. So you could have a unique number for your business, no more having to use your cell phone number for your business. And then it gives you all the big PBX functionalities, the business phone system functionalities, in the cloud, easy to manage. You don't need to be a techie to understand how to use it and to be able to help your business have a big look and feel. PicuP is specifically built for entrepreneurs, small businesses, startups, road runners. So if you're a person who's running around, for example, on your cell phone all the time, taking calls from your customers, and your phone's ringing off the hook from customers as well as from friends, or if you have multiple people in your company all over the place, PicuP is perfect for you. PicuP is built to provide inbound phone service, and in the end, it's really going to be complete communication services for small businesses. So why should you use PicuP? PicuP, first of all, is going to go ahead and give you a big professional look and feel. So, for example, when you sign up, PicuP gives you the ability to create a welcome greeting. There you could go ahead and put options, to route calls to the right people and have a bigger feel. Press sales, press 1 for sales, 2 for support. It also gives you the ability to know when your phone calls come in, whether it's a personal phone call or whether it's a business phone call. So when PicuP calls you, you pick up the phone and you're actually going to hear it's going to say, "Hey, it's PicuP. You've got a call. Press 1 to accept or 2 to reject." So if your kids are screaming in the background and you know it's not time to take that business call, you could go ahead and reject it, and it will go to your professional sounding business voicemail, which will then get sent to you voicemail to email. It also gives you the ability to take a proper vacation. I could tell you, knowing in the past from owning my own business, when I'm running around and let's say I'm in Disney World with my kids and I need my phone on so my friends and family could still reach me, but my phone's ringing off the hook from business customers. I have no real way to turn off. With PicuP, now you could, because you could put yourself out of office, and what's going to happen is your calls will go to voicemail, and your existing normal personal phone line will continue to work. So you could still be in touch with your friends and family, but be able to take a little bit of a vacation and break from business. Last but not least, of course, is that PicuP also is able to be used with your existing cell phone or landline. So if you want to go ahead, you don't have to go ahead and buy a big expensive phone system, and you're not going to have to go ahead and buy dedicated phones for this service. You could go ahead and use your existing phones and route the calls to those existing phones and make phone calls from there and the like. So it really is helpful for that small business who obviously every penny counts. So that being said, we're going to now jump into a demo of PicuP. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the PicuP website, and I'm first going to sign up for a brand new account. I'm going to show you how to create users, and I'm going to show you how to create departments, and I'll explain a little bit about what that means. I'll then go and create a welcome greeting. I'll show you some of the call forwarding rules that are available there, so how you could, make sure that the calls go to the right people at the right time. And then I'll show you how you could actually go ahead and record your own welcome greeting to make it sound more professional. So that being said, let me go ahead and jump over to my web browser. And over here you could see that I have PicuP.com up and showing. And I definitely suggest for you to go ahead and look through this site. If you scroll down, you'll see there's a lot of talking about the different features and functionalities. There's a lot of help text all over the place. So definitely take a look at it to learn more about PicuP and everything that it could offer. But I'm going to go ahead up here and I'm going to start by choosing a phone number for myself. So I have all these states I could choose from. I'll choose New Jersey, but you could go ahead and from that drop-down list choose either the state you're in, or you could choose a state that's where you're not in, even depending on what you want your company to look like. I'll then scroll down and choose an area code. We have tons of area codes already, but once again, if you see an area code you're missing, reach out to us. Let us know. We'll do our best to see if we could get it for you. Then I'll go ahead and select a phone number. I like this 0005 phone number. So I'll go ahead and select that, and I'm going to click sign up free. And sure enough, now I get to this page where I have to fill in very little amount of information. I'll go ahead, put my first name, my last name. I'll put in an email address I specifically made for this webinar. I'll put in the phone number over here. That this is my phone number that I want PicuP to call me on. So that's what that is. I'll go ahead and create a password for my PicuP account, and I'll repeat that password. I'll put my company name. For this, I'll use a company Tesco, so you could see it, but obviously you could go ahead and put in your own company name. And then I'll put in this. I can't tell if that's a Y or a W. Let's give that a shot. Click sign up, and sure enough, boom, that's it. So now PicuP, I went ahead and I created this PicuP account. Once again, I don't know if you noticed, but in the page over there where you were filling in that information, if you want to kind of skip over the whole experience of creating, if you want to skip over the experience of creating an account itself using your email address, you could go ahead and actually use your Facebook or LinkedIn account, and that will give you the capability to sign up, not have to create a specific user and username and password specific for PicuP. But I went and used my email address. So now I'm going to jump over to this email. I could see I got a nice pretty email from PicuP. It's telling me that I could drink my coffee while I create my PicuP account. And it just wants to make sure I'm really who I say I am. So I go ahead and I'll click here, and that validates my email. So now PicuP knows that it really is me. And I'm going to go ahead and now it goes ahead and creates the account. It's going to activate the phone number and start making this phone number real. So this shows me great. I'm up and running. I'm going to go ahead and click Get Started. And as you could see, PicuP kindly, to save me time, already created the first user of my PicuP account, which is myself. It has my name. It has my email address. This email is the email where if somebody leaves me a voicemail on my account, it will be emailed to me. And it has my call forwarding number over here. So this is when PicuP tries to reach me, it's going to reach me on this number. Over here, I have the ability to add departments right away to add myself to a department. What a department is, you could use a department for two reasons. Either you could use a department to group multiple people under one department name. So for example, if I want myself and some other people to be in sales, I can put myself in sales so that if somebody selects the option sales, they'll be able to reach everybody and reach the right person. The other reason is if you choose a department, when you're receiving the call, PicuP will actually tell you what department calling you. So we'll say, you've got a call, sales, so you know it's a sales call, and you could choose whether you want to pick up that call at the time or not. So let me go ahead and actually add myself to a couple departments. I put myself in sales, and I'll also put myself in support. We have some pre-canned departments, names, and once again, you could also create your own department names as well. If you notice, there's department emails that are also being added. Right now it's using by default my email address, but if I wanted the voicemail to emails for my department voicemail to go to other places, I could change this email address and put some other email address if I'd like. I'm going to go ahead and add one more user. So I'm going to go here and I'll add my great friend who helped me with this webinar, Denise D'Arienzo, who's part of our marketing team. And I'll go ahead and put in an email for her as well. She has her pickup for this webinar, and I'll put phone number for her. And I'll add her into sales as well because she's great at sales, but I'll also add her to marketing because that's her thing. So we'll add her to marketing, and I'll click confirm, and now we have her as a user as well. So these two users are around. Now I could go ahead and click next. I could have added as many users and departments now as I wanted, but I could do that later on as well. So once again, for me now, I want to show you guys a little bit of this. PicuP is very helpful. It tries to suggest to you what your welcome greeting should be. So now that we actually created departments and users, PicuP is taking the departments and users I created and kind of formatting how my welcome greeting should be. You press 1 for sales, press 2 for support, press 3 for marketing. But of course I could change it. So for example, let's say here I want to go ahead and change, press 1 for marketing, and I could say press 3 for sales. And then down here for no selection, what no selection means is that if somebody doesn't pick up the call, if somebody doesn't press a button on the welcome menu, then it will go to this. So we'll go ahead and send that over to myself, and we'll add one more menu up on top. I'll do press 4 for Denise D'Arienzo. So that will be my welcome greeting for now. I click Save Changes, and PicuP kindly gives me some text already for it. Not only that, but we have a friend in our team called Mr. Roboto who goes ahead and speaks for us sometimes. And let's go listen to Mr. Roboto and how he sounds for my welcome greeting.
Thank you for calling Tesco. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. For marketing, press 1. For support, press 2. For sales, press 3. For Denise D'Arienzo, press 4. To repeat this message, press 9. Or stay on the line to speak to Zali Ritholtz.
So as you could hear, Mr. Roboto kindly took the functionalities up here and went ahead and created a menu. Now, if I want to change something because I didn't like it, but I still want to keep Mr. Roboto, I could click the edit button over here, and I could say speak to the operator and click update. And now Mr. Roboto should update himself.
Thank you for calling. Stay on the line to speak to the operator.
So as you could hear, it says to speak to the operator. Some of us don't like Mr. Roboto, and once again, we have the capability to change Mr. Roboto's sound later. But for now, that's it to go ahead and create your account. So we basically went ahead now and created some users. We created some departments, and now we even created a welcome menu. And I think it was about 5 minutes that we did all this, and now we're done. And our account's created. So I'm going to go ahead from speakerphone over here and test my number. Let's see.
Thank you for calling Tesco.
So as you could hear,
extension, you may dial it at any time.
So as you could hear, I called that number and I already hear Mr. Roboto's voice, which is great. So now I'm going to jump into the dashboard so I could show you some more of the settings of PicuP. The dashboard could be accessed, of course, by clicking that dashboard button now, but you also could access the dashboard later by just logging in, going to picup.com, clicking login, and logging in with your credentials. So the dashboard's broken up into sections. You have users, which is the users you created, departments, which is the departments you created, recent call records, which will show you your calls that you've received, as well as the welcome menu, which is where you can manage your welcome greeting and the like. We'll go through each of these real briefly. So first I'll go into my user, Zali Ritholtz. And as you could see, I am the admin, so By default, I have full administrative rights. It has my email. I could change my password if I wanted to. Here's where I could set myself to out of office. So once again, luckily, if I get to go to Disney World with my kids, I could go ahead and put myself out of office, and now phone calls won't come anymore to my cell phone, and it will go straight to my voicemail, my professional pickup voicemail. I have my extension number. The extension number was auto assigned, but I could change it at any time. So it could be a 3-digit, 4-digit extension, and that extension number gives me the ability to sound more professional. So from the welcome greeting, if you remember, it said if you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. So I could put on my business card my phone number plus my extension number to give myself a much bigger, my company a bigger look. You could see the departments I'm in, and I could remove myself from a department if I want over here. You could see my call forwarding rules. So right now I have the call going for me as a user to this phone number. But let's say I wanted to ring two numbers. Let's say I wanted to ring both this number and let's say this number at the same time, because I could be by either phones and I want it to find me. So I could add multiple numbers, and I could say that it should ring all at once and how many times it should ring before it goes to voicemail. So I could add multiple numbers to ring at once or ring in order, ring one after the other, and how many rings it should take. There's this concept called positive acceptance. That's that great feature that I told you about, where when a phone call comes in to your pickup line and it's sent to you, you pick up the call. Pickup's going to say to you, "Hi, you've got a call. Press 1 to accept or 2 to reject." What's great about that is, number one, it's going to help you differentiate between business calls and personal calls. What it's also going to do for you is that if your cell phone died, let's say, and your voicemail picks up, it will make sure that your personal voicemail doesn't pick up that call, but the pickup voicemail picks up, because your cell phone voicemail will not be able to press the 1 button. So usually you want to keep that on, but for some reason, if you wanted it to automatically go straight to your cell phone and not have to press that button, you could turn this off. There's also the pickup voicemail, and we have a templated voicemail greeting for each user. Let's listen to it.
The party you have reached is unavailable. Please leave a message at the party you have reached.
So as you could hear, that's the templated voicemail. But if I want to go ahead and change that, I could go ahead and click on Change Greeting, and I could record my own voice greeting over the phone, or I could upload a file to change it to be my own templated one. So that's the basic settings of users. I'll go back to the dashboard settings over here. I also, on the side, there's a navigation bar where I could access anything at any time. So not only from here, but if I ever want to go from page to page, I could always access the users, departments, welcome menu, call records, and like all from the side. I also have a before going to the department section, if you want to add users, you could always add users over here. So if I go ahead and I click the Add User button, I could add many users, as many as I want over here, and I could fill in their extensions and decide what department they're in, as well as choose their call forwarding rules and the like. So even if you didn't create users at the beginning, you could add as many users as you want after the fact. Let's jump over to departments now. As you could see, I have the 3 departments that I already created. Let's jump into sales. So sales, as you could see up on top, we call the out of office with departments active and not active. So if you want your department to go to not active, just go ahead and click not active, and that will send all of your department calls to voicemail right away. Here's our members that are in the department. So if you remember, I added myself and Denise into the sales department. But since Denise is such an all-star salesperson, I want her to have the opportunity to take the calls first before they come to me. So I'm going to go ahead and change this section right here where it says ring all numbers at once. I'm going to go ahead and change this to ring numbers in order. And then I'll go ahead and say change order up here, and I'll move Denise up to the top and click done. So now you could see that Denise is first, and it's going to ring Denise for 4 rings, and then afterwards it's going to go ahead and ring me for 4 rings, and then if we don't answer, it will go to voicemail. Once again, the whole positive acceptance thing that I described before of confirming whether you want to take the call or not is there. And then we also have 2 nice features down here. You could change the email address where the email goes to, the voicemail to email goes to over here, so you can always change that anytime. Here's the department voicemail greeting. So
The party you have reached is unavailable.
So once again, the same thing, you could go ahead and change that to have a more professional, hi, you reached the sales department, we can't take your call, as well as the department name, when you receive the call, so right now if you listen,
Sales.
you'll hear that, sales, you'll hear that every time. But you could go ahead and change that and record it yourself if you wanted to. You could go ahead and change that and make whatever voice you want to describe this department. So we'll go ahead and exit without saving, but I could have saved it, obviously. Going back to the dashboard where we kind of live in, next up I'm going to go to our welcome menu. So if I go ahead, I'm sorry, once again, I'll do the same thing. For the department side, you could add departments at any time. So just like we could add users over here, you could click add department and you'll have the same exact thing where you could name whatever department, make as many departments as you'd like, and you could record and create the voicemail greetings and decide where those departments should go. So if you missed that beforehand, feel free to do that again. We'll jump over to the welcome menu section now. So I'll click manage settings over here. And as you can see, here's our welcome menu. We have the extension dialing up on top option. What that does, if it's on, is it's going to let people dial your extension directly, so they don't have to press 1 or 2 or 3, but they could actually press 201, 203, whatever you assign to your user or department. And then you have your menu options, which of course you could change at any time. And you have your current welcome greeting over here. And as we know, Mr. Roboto did a fine job of creating our welcome greeting. However, I want to take a test on and see if I could do a better job than Mr. Roboto. So let's go down here to voice recording. I'm going to check that off instead, and I'm going to put my phone number in here. And sure enough, here comes the phone call from PicuP. I pick up.
Hi, it's PicuP. Let's record your welcome greeting menu that your customers will hear. When you're ready, press 1.
So I'm going to press 1, and now I'm going to read off of this the script over here. I'll go ahead and read off of this script that's over here. Oh, I think I by mistake hung up my phone. Let me try that one more time. I apologize. But I'll go ahead and read off of that templated script. So let's try this one more time.
Hi, it's PicuP.
So I press 1.
Okay, take a deep breath. Let's record at the beep. Press pound when you're done.
Thank you for calling Tesco. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. For marketing, press 1. For support, press 2. For sales, press 3. For Denise D'Arienzo, press 4. To repeat this message, press 9. Or stay on the line to speak to the operator. I press pound. And now PicuP, and I press 2 to accept my recording. So now PicuP's taking that recording, and this page refreshes every few seconds, so it takes some time to tell me it's been confirmed. But what's going on now is PicuP is uploading that file and making it to replace Mr. Roboto. And once it's done, we'll go ahead and we'll compare it over to Mr. Roboto versus what I have now, and maybe you guys, if you want, could rate it on the side and let me know what you think. So let's play it.
Thank you for calling Tesco. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. For marketing, press 1. For support, press 2. For sales, press 3. For Denise D'Arienzo, press 4. To repeat this message, press 9. Or stay on the line to speak to the operator.
And notice at the end I said speak to the operator instead of Zolly Riddle, so you could put whatever you want. So sure enough, it's good. And now I have my new recording. If I wanted to, I also could get this professionally recorded and click on the auto file instead and upload a file such as an MP3, an M4A, or a WAV file and upload a professional recording on that end as well. Listening to my voice now, I think Mr. Roboto actually did do a better job than I did. Unfortunately, I'll have to practice my recording skills. Last, we'll look over at this view all the call records section, and as you can see over here, it shows my calls that I've received right now already. As we can see, it says call not answered because the calls actually did not come in. No one actually picked up the phone, but let's say Denise picked up or I picked up, and let's say it went through the sales department or support. If I pressed the option, sure enough, that would have appeared over here. So you'll be able to see all your call records and the like. That basically concludes our little overview of PicuP and the dashboard. I want to go ahead and now turn over to you guys to see if I can answer some of your questions. So let's take a quick look. I see a question about, hang on, let me just spread this a little bit bigger. I see a question about what are the requirements for the audio files. So as you saw, for now, we support WAV, MP3, and the like, and it's 4 megabytes, but we could definitely go ahead and we could definitely, if you feel like it's something that you need a little bit more, let us know. Another question is it possible to personalize the hold music? Great question, something we've been getting a lot of requests for. It is not possible right now in the beta, but it is coming real soon, something that we've been asked for a lot. We'll have the ability for you to upload your music on hold, so it is something that is coming along. I like this one a lot. We have the question, can we transfer a number you're using with another service like Ring Central? Once again, coming real soon. We're going to help you port it over. For now, you could use this service and repoint your number and forward it, but it's something that we're going to have, and it's going to be coming definitely real soon. So you got to keep an eye. This is the type of feedback we need, because this is the stuff that will help us prioritize what you'll see next in PicuP. I'm getting asked questions about the 1,000 minutes free. How to get the free 1,000 minutes. Just by signing up, you get, you get the free service. But once again, during beta period, you're going to get 1,000 minutes free. After that, after the 1,000 minutes free, when we go out of beta, there will always be a free plan of 100 minutes free per month that you could use and sign up and keep your number. And then we'll have really competitive pricing, extremely competitive pricing for anything if you wanted to upgrade your account and the like. So you'll be able to use as many minutes as you want and actually get more features. I have to repeat myself. I am so excited about the new features that are coming out. If you saw, we have really amazing team over here. I have a great development team and great UX team and the like, who's designing some great new functionality that's going to come real soon, that's going to help empower your business even more. So we're very much looking forward to doing that. Okay, just to save time, we're going to conclude this presentation right now. But once again, I know there's more questions and things, and I know there's more questions that people are looking to answer. So please reach out to us, send us emails at help@picup.com. We want to hear your feedback. We want to know more of what you guys are looking for. I know we sent out some surveys to you. Please feel free to answer the surveys to let us know how you're feeling about the service, what you're looking for. You guys are what makes us drive what we want. We want to be your solution. So please let us know what it is you need, and we look forward to making that happen. So once again, reach out to us at help@picup.com. Keep an eye out for more of our emails. We're going to be sending more tutorials and more feedback along the way, and we look forward to keeping you guys happy. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.